This is task 1C part 2. It's the second video tutorial for this task. This time we're looking at how we actually go about creating the help sheet. So here's the help sheet that I've created. Now first of all, notice this is not full user documentation. You don't need things like an introduction, a contents page, troubleshooting, glossary. It's just the instructions for this particular aspect. Also, although it's called a help sheet, it can be more than one page, it can be more than one sheet of paper, but the key is just to focus on the instructions. Throughout here we need to make sure that we're being consistent. Now you'll notice that if you have a look at this, the font uses Arial, the font here uses Arial, the font here uses Arial, so all the way through I'm using the same font. Notice how the subtitles are all the same size and all bold. In fact, they actually use a style. Now I've created a custom style, but you could just use one of these styles and then you can actually change that style to be what you like. So for example, let's say I wanted all of these now to be in red. I can change that to red, then right hand click on its style, and I can update all of those styles to be red. And this is really important for setting the consistency. Similarly with the instructions, these are in a normal style, so if I wanted to modify that, I could change this, let's say, to Calibri, or let's go something really mad, Courier New, right hand click, update normal to match the selection. Now the whole font now, for everything, because the headings are based on the normal as well, has now changed to Courier New. Now I wouldn't suggest using that font for a help sheet, but it just shows you how easy it is to update things if you've used styles and how to keep the consistency. So we've then got to look at the sections that we need. Now we've got to animate the images, so we need to tell the user about how to open the software. Now this is a help sheet for the user, so you mustn't write things like I did this and I did that. So notice here we haven't said I went to a web browser and opened. We're saying an instruction, and it's called second person tense. So we're giving an instruction. It says in a web browser go to. So we're telling the user what to do. The user needs to then know about the fact they've got to open the images, and you saw that in the last tutorial. That they need to set animation options, that they need to add the animation to the actual website, and also to test that the animation works. So let's just have a look at a few more things that we've done in here. We've included bullet points because that makes the instructions easy to follow. We've included arrows to screenshot parts where it's necessary. Our screenshots are all cropped. They are not a full screen screenshot, and there will be marks of that, so you need to make sure that your screenshots are cropped and are appropriate for what you're writing about. There will also be a mark for spelling, there always has been in the help sheets. Now we can see here that that one's obviously come up, but we know that's not a problem. Nothing else has come up as a spelling error, but do check your spelling. Because of course I could have written something here, like for example I could have spelt there wrong and put T-H-E-I-R, and unless it picks it up as a grammar, which it has done, then you wouldn't necessarily notice that those spelling mistakes have been made. So just double check your spelling before you finish. Once you've done that, you can then save your worksheet. Remember, just double check the consistency. And print it as a completely separate file. Do not put this in your main report with page numbers on it. This needs to be a completely separate document that's put in within your report, but is not actually part of the report itself. And that's the end of the help sheet task.